Most modern vans are designed for one thing only: practicality. And while there's nothing wrong with that, somewhere along the way, a lot of vehicles lost their personality. They became boxes on wheels. Efficient, useful, but forgettable. Then Volkswagen brought back something people honestly didn't expect to see again: the ID Buzz. And somehow they managed to turn a practical electric van into one of the coolest and most recognizable EVs on the road today. The 2027 Volkswagen ID Buzz feels different the second you see it. It doesn't look aggressive. It doesn't try too hard to look futuristic. Instead, it mixes classic Volkswagen bus styling with modern electric technology in a way that actually feels natural. Now, before we go further, yes, the Volkswagen ID Buzz is officially real and already available in several markets around the world. The 2027 version is expected to continue with updated software, new trim options, improved efficiency, and possible range upgrades depending on the market. And honestly, Volkswagen probably understands something many companies still don't. People want EVs with personality. That's exactly why the ID Buzz works. Starting with the exterior design, the first thing you notice is how clean everything looks. The front end is smooth and simple, with slim LED headlights connected by a full-width light bar stretching across the nose. At night, the lighting signature looks modern without feeling over-designed. The large Volkswagen badge in the centre immediately reminds people of the classic VW bus. And that's clearly intentional. Volkswagen wanted this vehicle to feel familiar while still looking completely new. And they nailed the balance surprisingly well. Because even though the ID Buzz is inspired by older Volkswagen vans, it still looks modern from every angle. The body shape stays very simple. Short front overhang, large glass area, rounded corners, flat sides, two-tone paint options. Everything about the design feels relaxed and approachable instead of aggressive. And honestly, that's refreshing in today's market where every SUV tries to look like a race car. From the side profile, the proportions become even better. The wheels sit closer to the corners thanks to the EV platform underneath, which helps maximise interior space while also improving stability. The long wheelbase gives the van a balanced stance, and depending on the version, larger alloy wheels make the vehicle look even more premium. You also notice how much glass Volkswagen used throughout the cabin. The visibility is excellent. Passengers don't feel closed in, and during the daytime, natural light completely changes the atmosphere inside the vehicle. Power sliding doors make getting in and out easy, especially for families or passengers in tighter parking spaces. Around the back, the design stays clean and modern. The full-width LED taillight bar looks sharp at night, while the upright tailgate makes loading cargo extremely practical. Volkswagen didn't overcomplicate the rear styling, and honestly, that simplicity works perfectly for this kind of vehicle. Now let's talk about the interior, because this is where the ID Buzz starts making even more sense. The moment you sit inside, the first thing you notice is space. Real space. The flat floor completely changes the cabin experience because there's no large transmission tunnel running through the middle like traditional gasoline vehicles. Everything feels open, wide, comfortable. You sit higher than a normal sedan, which gives you excellent visibility of the road ahead, but it doesn't feel intimidating to drive like some large vans or trucks. And because the windshield is massive, the cabin feels bright and airy almost all the time. Volkswagen clearly designed this interior around comfort and practicality instead of trying to overload everything with unnecessary futuristic gimmicks. The dashboard itself is clean and modern. A large infotainment display sits in the centre, while a smaller digital driver screen handles speed, navigation, and battery information. Wireless Apple CarPlay and Android Auto are included, along with voice controls and multiple USB-C charging ports throughout the cabin. Ambient lighting also adds a premium feeling during nighttime driving without becoming distracting. One thing Volkswagen definitely needed to improve was software responsiveness. Earlier, the VW infotainment systems received criticism for laggy touch controls and confusing menus, so the newer updates are expected to feel smoother and more responsive. And honestly, that matters more than giant screens. People want systems that work properly. The seats themselves are designed more for long-distance comfort than sporty driving, and that fits the personality of the ID Buzz perfectly. The seating position feels relaxed, visibility remains excellent, and even longer drives feel less tiring. Rear passengers get a huge amount of room too, especially in the longer wheelbase versions. Families will love it, road trippers will love it, and honestly, people who just want something different from normal SUVs will probably love it too. Cargo space is another major strength. Fold the seats down and the ID Buzz becomes incredibly practical. Camping gear, luggage, bikes and shopping bags. This thing can carry a lot without feeling oversized on the road. And speaking of camping, Volkswagen clearly knows the history behind the old VW bus. That vehicle became legendary because people used it for adventures, road trips, and travel culture. The ID Buzz tries to bring that same feeling into the electric age. And honestly, it works surprisingly well. Now let's talk performance. Obviously nobody expects the ID Buzz to behave like a sports car, but because it's electric, the driving experience still feels smooth and responsive. The moment you press the accelerator, the electric motor delivers torque instantly. There's no waiting for gears to shift, and no engine vibration through the cabin. It simply moves forward quietly and smoothly. Rear-wheel drive versions already feel quick enough for daily driving, while the newer GTX all-wheel drive versions add more power and stronger acceleration. And honestly, the silence changes everything. Around the city, the ID Buzz feels calm and easy to drive. The steering is light, visibility is excellent, and parking becomes surprisingly manageable despite the size. On highways, the cabin stays quiet and relaxed, which makes long-distance travel much more comfortable. The suspension tuning focuses heavily on comfort rather than sporty handling, and that's exactly the right decision for this vehicle. The ID Buzz is built for relaxed driving, family trips, and comfortable cruising, not aggressive cornering. Battery range depends on the version and battery size, but Volkswagen continues improving charging speed, efficiency, and software optimization with newer updates. Fast charging support also makes road trips easier than many older EVs. And honestly, this feels like one of those vehicles people will genuinely enjoy spending time in. Not just driving, spending time in. That's an important difference. You can actually imagine taking this on long coastal drives, camping weekends, family vacations, or late-night highway trips with music quietly playing through the speakers. The atmosphere matters here, and that's something many EVs still struggle to create. Most electric vehicles focus heavily on technology and performance numbers. The ID Buzz focuses more on experience. It feels friendly, relaxed, comfortable. And honestly, that personality is exactly why people connect with it emotionally. Another reason the ID. Buzz stands out is because it doesn't try to look overly futuristic. There are no fake spaceship details everywhere, no overly aggressive styling, no unnecessary drama, just clean design with real character. And in today's market, that actually makes it feel more unique than many expensive luxury EVs. The 2027 Volkswagen ID Buzz proves that electric vehicles can still feel human. They can still have personality, and they can still make driving feel enjoyable without needing massive horsepower numbers or extreme styling. Volkswagen understood that people don't only remember speed, they remember feelings. And the ID Buzz creates a feeling a very few modern vehicles can match. It feels calm, it feels different. And honestly, it feels like one of the most interesting electric vehicles on the road right now. If you enjoy unique EVs, practical family vehicles, road trip cars, or modern vehicles with real personality, the Volkswagen ID Buzz is definitely one to keep watching over the next few years. Because this isn't just another electric van. It's Volkswagen bringing emotion back into modern mobility. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like, subscribe and share. For more upcoming cars, future EVs, and next generation automotive content. This is the car era.